Hello everyone. In this video, I'll explain how to solve the revision pack for grade 5. So the first question, it says read the temperature and answer the following questions. So here we have different readings. This is temperature in degrees Celsius. So we have from A to A. Let's read the first question. It says, what's the temperature on the thermometer A? So we look at A, it starts from minus 30, we have it down. It goes up till 30. So the answer is 30, and we have to put the unit degree Celsius. Then, what's the temperature on C? We check C, it's 0. Then, which which one has the hottest temperature? So you check, we need the highest one. So it's B. So we don't write the value, it says which one, so it's B. The highest temperature here is 40 degrees. Then, which temperature has the coldest one? So the coldest means the lowest, the one that we have it down. So it's that one, which is minus 20. So which one? It's D. And then find the difference between temperature on A to E. So I need to check the difference between A and E. So as you can see, each step we're going up. So they make this line, the scale, each step is 10. So if we are going from minus 10 to 0, this is adding 10. This is adding 10. So each step we have, it's plus 10. So now we need to count the difference between A and E. So the temperature on A is 30. The temperature on E is minus 10. So just like I need to move from minus 10 to 30 to find the difference. So let's try to move step by step. First from minus 10 to 0. This is the first 10, second 10, 30, and 40. So each step I'm adding 10. I moved 4 steps up, which is 40 degrees. Or you can count it down. You can count from 30 till minus 10. So it's 1, 2, 3, and 4, which is again 40 degrees. So the difference between A and E we can say is 40. Then next one, the difference between B and D. Let me remove the previous one. Okay. B and D. This one, that one. So we check the temperature on B, 40 degrees. On D, it's minus 20. So let's find the difference between them. Let's count from minus 20 till 40. We can find the answer in a different way. We can, for example, go to 0. This is 20. And then from 0 to 40. This is 40. So in total, if I add them, it's 60. Or similar to part 5 that we solve, we count how many steps. Each step is 10. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which is again 60. So it's up to you. You can do any way that you like. So that about question number 1, positive and negative values. Now question number 2 says complete the table. This is about rounding. So in rounding, the most important thing is the place value. So for example here, it says, the first column, it says round to the nearest 100,000. So first of all, I should underline the 100,000 place value. So here we have 450,725. So where's the place value of the 100,000? It's 4. So I underline it. Now, to check the rounding, we don't look at 4, we look at the number that is behind it, which is 5 here in this case. Now we're looking at 5. We check, is it a round up or down? So for your information, if you don't know this, we have 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. For these values, it's round down. Then we have starting from 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. These values are round up. Now, if I'm rounding down, the underlined value will stay the same. For example, 4, if it is round down, so I will keep it as 4. But if it is round up, what should I do? I should add 1 to the underlined value. Now let's solve that first question. We have 450,000 as we said. So I'm looking at 5. Is it round up or down? It's round up. 5, it means round up. So what do I have to do now? I should add 1 to the underlined value, which is 4. So 4 plus 1 will be 5. Now, all the values after the line will be written as 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have 5 zeros. So this is how we solve rounding. It will be exact similar ways for the other values. You need to underline the value that they ask for, the place value, and then we check the number that is behind it, and then we check is it round up or round down. Okay, now let's try the second one. Let's finish the column of round to nearest 100,000 because it has the same steps. So we underline the 100,000, it's 1. 1 means, so we check the number behind it. 2. Is 2 round up or down? 2 is round down. So should I add 1? No. So we write 1 as it is. Then the other values will be considered as 0. So 1 and 5 zeros, which will be 100,000. So the answer here is 100,000. Next one, we have 205,565. Again, we underline 2. We check the previous value is 0. 0 round down. So it will be 200,000. 200,000. Okay. Then next one, 805,402. We underline 8. We check 0. 0 is round down. So 8 will stay the same. 100,000. Then 345,000. Again, we underline 3. We check 4. 4 is round down. So it's 300,000. Then 675,333. We underline 6, but we check the 7. Okay. Is 7 round up or down? It's round up. So the underlined value, which is 6, I should add 1 to it. It will be 7. And the other values will be 0. So this is 700,000. Next one, we have 950,000. So we underline 9. We check 5. 5 is round up. So we should add 1 to the 9. 9 plus 1 will be 10. So first I write 10. And then I add 5 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So here, 950,000. When I round it, it will be 1 million. Then 515,000. Again, we underline 5. We check number 1. It's round down. So it's 500,000. So that's for rounding to the nearest 100,000. Now for the next column we have round to the nearest 10,000. So let me do the first example and then we complete. So now we underline the 10,000, which is here 5. Now we check the number that's behind it, which is 0. 0 is round down. Okay, but now what about that 4 here at the beginning? Should I write it in the answer or not? Yes, of course, we should write all the values till I reach the underlined one. Then anything after the underlined value will be 0. So should I write 4? Yes. 5, should I write it, or it's 6? No, it's round down, so we keep it as 5. And then how many values after the underlined one? 1, 2, 3, 4. So we add 4 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 450,725 round to the nearest 10,000 will be 450,000. Okay, next one. We underline 2, we check 5. 5 is round up, so 2 will be 3. So 130,000. Then 205, we check 5, 5 round up, so it will be 210. Next one, we underline 0, we check 5, 5 is round up, so instead of 805 will be 810. Next one, we underline 4, we check 5, 5 round up, so that 4 will be 5, 350. Then 675, we underline 7, we check 5, 5 is round up, so will be 680. Next one, we underline 5, we check 0, 0 is round down, so it will stay the same, 950. Last one, we underline 1, we check 5, 5 is round up, so we need to add 1. So instead of 515, will be 520. Okay, now next column we have round to the nearest 1,000. So all of them, they follow the same steps. The only thing that you should do first to underline the value that we are, like they ask for it, which is here 1,000, and then check the number behind it. So let's check the first one to the nearest 1,000. So I will go and underline the 1,000, which is 0 here. Then the same steps, we check the value behind it, which is 7. Is 7 round up or down? It's round up. So 450 will be 451. So as we said, we write everything before the underlined value, and after it will be 0. So 450 will be 451,000. Then next one, 125. So in the line 5, we check 3. 3 is round down. So 125,000. Next one, we underline 5. We check the 5 behind it. 5 is round up. So it's 206. Next one, we underline 5. We check 4. 4 is round down. So 805 will stay the same. We underline 5, we check 5, 5 is round up, 346. Then 675, we check 3, 3 is round down, so it will stay the same, 675. 950, we check 0, it's round down, so 950. Last one, we underline 5, we check 2, 2 is round down, so it's 515. Next one, to the nearest 10. We do the same thing. We underline the 100 value, so to the nearest 100. So we underline the 100 value, which is 7. 7 is the 100. Then we check the number behind it, which is 2. Is 2 round up or down? It's round down. So 450, and then we write 7. So it's 450,700. So the last value that I should have is the 100. Why? Because it's round to the nearest 100. Now let me complete them. 300. Then 500 will be 600. Then 402 will be 400. Then 519 will be 600. 333 will be 300. 26. So this one will cancel, will be 0. So again for 950. Last one, 255 will be 300. Now, last column, round to the nearest 10. We underline the 10, the place value of 10. Then we check the units. 5. Is 5 round up or down? It's round up, so we add 1. So 725 will be 730. Next one, 317 will be 320. Next one, 570. 402 will be 400. 591 will be 590. 333 will be 330. 26 will be 30. 255 will be 260. So this is about rounding. It's always the same steps that you should follow. Just make sure that you understand the place value, and then you check to the nearest what. Okay, next question. We have a problem. So a bookstore had 25,914 books in April. Then after 2 months, the number of books became 28,257. The question is, did the number of books increase or decrease? We check it was 25,000, then 28,000. So for sure, number of books has been increased. It says by how much. So here they are asking me to find the difference. So to find the difference, we always start with the largest value, which is 28,257. How do we find the difference? We subtract minus 25,914. 7 minus 4, 3. 5 minus 1, 4. Now 2 minus 9, I can't. We cannot take 9 from 2. So we borrow from 8. 8 will be 7. And 2 will be 12. 12 minus 9 is a 3. 7 minus 5 is 2. And then 2 minus 2 is 0. So the difference is 2,343, but we need to write the unit. So 2,343 what? Books. So this is the difference, or this is the increase after 2 months. Now, question number 4, it says complete each sequence. Now, as you know, what's the sequence? Sequence is basically when we have numbers following the same rule. So as you see here on the right side, we should write the rule. So let's see in the first example, what does that mean? So I have some empty boxes, I need to fill it. So, but in order to understand the rule, I need two consecutive numbers or two numbers next to each other. So here I have 66 and 71. And we read from left to right, okay? So let's try to find the rule. What is happening here? So 66 becomes 71. What should I add for 66 to become 71? We should add 5. So the rule here basically is plus 5. So if you are going from left to right, you are adding 5. But sometimes we might go in the opposite direction. We might go to the opposite direction. So you do opposite of the rule. So if it is plus 5, you do minus 5. Let's take an example. For example, here I have 66. I need to write the previous value. So I'm going to the left. So what's the rule here? Plus 5. I'm going to the left, so it's opposite of the rule. So it's minus 5. 66 minus 5 is 61. Or let's check it from left to right. I have 56. Then I'm going to the right. 56 plus 5 is also 61. So it's the same thing. Now let's complete. So each step now we should add 5. After 71, let's add 5. What is it? Yes, 76. Then plus 5, 81. Plus 5, it's 86. So we're correct. Plus 5, 91. Okay, this is done. Next one, again, I need to check the rule. How? We check numbers next to each other. 24, 26. So what is it here? It's basically plus 2. Now, if I need to start from the beginning, here I have 16. I need the previous value. So I'm going to the left. I'm going opposite of the direction. So the rule is plus 2. Then what should I do? We will do minus 2. 16 minus 2 is 14. Now we keep adding 2. 14 plus 2, 16. 16 plus 2, 18. Plus 2, 20. 22. 24, this is correct. 26 is correct. And then 28. Next one, number 3. We check from here to here. So it was 65, it becomes 60. So the number here decreased. It's not addition anymore. So 65 becomes 60. What is that? This is minus 5. Now before 65, I have some values. But I'm going back. I'm going to the left. So as we said, it's opposite of the rule. The rule here is minus 5. I'm going the opposite direction. So what is it? It's plus 5. 65 plus 5, 70. Plus 5, 75. Now we go back normally to the right side. When I go to the right side, we should subtract 5. So 60 minus 5, 55. And then 55 minus 5 is 50. Then 45. And then 40. Now the last one, 69. And then it becomes 66. Decreasing. So this is subtract by 3. minus 3. So we start from the beginning. 81 minus 3, 78. Minus 3, 75. Minus 3, 72. 69, 66, 60. 3, and the last one is 60. So again, sequence is numbers following the same rule. Okay, next. Question 5. It says, the lowest recorded temperature in Alabama was 27. This is Fahrenheit below zero. When I say below zero, what does that mean? It's minus 27. So why below zero is minus? And here we're talking about temperature. Let's go back to question number 1. This is 0 here in part C. This is 0. So below 0, it's negative values. So when they say in the question it's 27 below 0, it means it's minus 27. Then in Florida, they said the lowest record was 2 below 0. Again, when they say 2 below 0, what does that mean? It's minus 2. However, the lowest temperature recorded in Hawaii was 12, but it's above 0, so it's normal 12 or plus 12. They said, write the names, not the temperature. Write the names of these 3 states. We need to order them according to their recorded temperatures, starting from the lowest. So which one is the lowest? Is it minus 2 or minus 27? Of course, minus 27. So which is Alabama? This is the lowest one. And then after that, we have the minus 2, which is Florida. And the last one is Hawaii. So this is in order from lowest degree to the highest one. Then they say, what's the difference between the highest and the lowest? We always start with the highest one. The highest is 12. We said that for the difference, it means minus. How do you find the difference? Let me write the formula if you don't know. So we can solve it logically, mentally, or we can solve it using the formula. Let me write the formula for some of you if you need to use it. They said, find the difference between what highest and lowest. So it's always like this. We say biggest or highest minus the lowest or the smallest, whatever. So highest minus lowest. The highest value I have is 12 minus, because in the formula it says minus, then the lowest. What's the lowest? It's minus 27. Now here we need to be careful. We have minus 27. So we have 2 signs after each other. As we said before, we can combine them. Minus and minus, minus times minus, will convert to a plus. Or how to memorize it? If the signs are similar, then it's plus. If they are different, then it's minus. So now, how do I read the question? Now it's 12 plus 27. So we use the new value, or sorry, the new sign. So it's 12 plus 27. We do 2 plus 7 is 9. 1 plus 2 is 3. So it's 39 degrees Fahrenheit. Or some of you might not use the formula. You might solve it logically or mentally. So what's the lowest value? The lowest value is minus 27, okay? Imagine yourself, you are in the elevator, okay? This is minus 27 floor. Let me remove this. You are in minus 27 floor. So first, in order to reach 12, you need to reach 0, right? So you're going up 27 floors to reach the 0. And then you continue with the elevator. You go 12 floors up. So you reach number 12. So how many steps did we move, or how many floors did we go up? It's 27 plus 12, which is 39. So we can either solve it mentally, or we can use the formula, the highest value minus the lowest value. Question 6. Complete this Fibonacci sequence. So this is not a normal sequence. When we see this name, it means that sequence has only one rule. What's that rule? The rule, it says if you need to find the new value here, what do you have to do? You should add the previous two. You should, what do we have to do? We should add them. So we say 2 plus 3 is 5. Now I need to find the next value here. What should I do? We add again the previous two numbers. So it's 3 plus 5. So 3 plus 5 is 8. Now to find the one next to it, now it's not 5 plus 3, it's 8 plus 5. We add the last two values. 8 plus 5 is 13. Now next one, 13 plus 8, 21. Next one, 21 plus 13, 43. Last one, sorry, 34. Now last one, how can I get it? It's 34 plus 21. 4 and 1, 5, 3 and 2, 5. So the last value is 55. Again, in such a sequence, you should add the last two values to get the new one. Now, question 7. Complete this two-step sequence. This is not a normal sequence like here. Here, the rule, it was only one step. Now, sometimes you might have two-step sequence. So at least we should know the starting point, which is a 3. Let me write it in the sequence. The first value is a 3. Then what's the rule? I should multiply by 2 and then minus 4. So I'm doing two operations. That's why we call it two-step sequence. So now we have 3, the first value. It's given. We multiply it by 2. 3 times 2 is 6. We subtract 4 is 2. Now how can I get the new value? I will use 2 now. We do the same steps. We multiply by 2 first. 2 times 2 is 4. And then minus 4 is 0. Then I continue after 0. Now we do the calculations from 0. 0 times 2, 0. And then 0 minus 4, it's minus 4. Again, if you struggle with the positive and negative values, as we said, use the elevator. So you are in 0 floor. And then it says minus 4. So it says minus, you should go down. By how much? They said by 4. So if I'm in 0 and I went down, I will be in minus 4 floor. Okay? Now after minus 4, it says we have minus 4, I need to multiply it by 2. So minus 4 times 2. It's easy. As we said, first we multiply signs. 4 is negative, 2 is positive. So minus times plus, as we said, different signs, not similar. Minus plus. So the sign will be minus. Then we multiply numbers. 4 times 2 is 8. So the answer is, this is after one step, after only multiplying, minus 8. Then what do I have to do next step? I need to subtract 4. Minus 8, minus 4. How can I solve it? Let's go to the elevator. I am on minus 8th floor. Then the sign here, it says minus. So I will go down. By how many floors? By 4 floors. So I will go down, I will reach. So we count after 8. We need to count after 8, 4. So after 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So it's 12, but I'm down. I'm already down. So it's minus 12. It's not normal 12. Normal 12, I should go up to reach the 0 and then complete. So minus 4 times 2 again, it's minus 8, and then minus 8. If I subtract 4, will be minus 12. Question number 8. Convert between numerals using the following table. So we have the Hindu-Arabic numbers, 1, 5, 10, 50, 100, 500, 1000. And then we have the Roman numeral. So the Roman numerals, so they use something like I letter for 1, for V, 5, and then 10x. Then L is 50, C is 100, D is 500, M is 1000. So this table will be given if you have such a question in the exam. Now, as you focus on the table, if you pay attention that for the Roman numerals, it's just like we're using 1 and 5. So 1 and 5, then 50, which is again 1, 5, but we add zeros. Then 100, 500, this is 1, 5. Then 1000. So most of the time, we're using 1, 5. Now, let's check the first part on the left. We have 39. So actually, so Roman numeral, it's good for us to help us with the calculation. For example, to make 30, there's no 30 on the table. How can I make 30? I can make it out of 10. So 30, how many 10? It's 3. So I should put how many x? 3 of them. This is 10, 20, 30. It says 39. Okay. Now, let's look at the left. Number 4 and number 9 are the hardest thing in Roman numerals. For number 4 and 9, we have to use subtraction. However, for other values, all of them is addition. Now, how do you use subtraction? To make number 4, so I should say 5 minus 1. This is 5, and then I put I here on the left. On the left means minus. So this is 5 minus 1, which is 4. For 9, what is it? It's 10 minus 1. So we put I on the left side. So now to make 30, we did 30, now we need 9. So we put like ix, which is 9. So this is 39. Now next one we have 572. For 500, we already have it, it's D. Then to make 70, should I make 7 of these? 7 x's? No. We should use something closer, which is 50. So to make 70, I should say 50 plus 20. Let's do it together. So, no, first let's do the 500. We said that it's very easy. It's D. Then to make 70, what is it? It's 50, which is L, plus 20, which is XX. So this is 570. Now we need to make 2. 2 is just like 1 and 1. We can just connect them like this. So this is double I, which makes 2. Now, next one we have 1840. So 1000 is M. Let me write it here on the left. So 1000 is M. Then to make 800, what should I use? I should use 500, which is D, and the 300, which is 3C. So this is 1800, then 40. How can I make 40? We said that number 4 is subtraction. 40 is 4. Subtraction. How can I make the subtraction? It's 50 minus 10. So it's X L, which makes 50 minus 10. Now for the last one, 1945. 1000 is M. Now 900, this is a 9. So I should do subtraction. What is 900? It's 1000 minus 100. So it's, we put the 100 first and then we put the 1000. So it's CM. 900 is CM. 1900. Now we need to write 40. Again, 40 is minus. What is it? It's 50 minus 10. So this is the 10 and this is the 50. L. 1940. Now we need 5. What's 5 is V. That's it. Now next one. Now the opposite way. We have the Roman one. We need to write the Hindu Arabic. So first we have X and X. Each X is 10. So two of them, it's 20. And then we have I is 1. But then after that, there is V, which is 5. So this means this is subtraction. This is 5 minus 1, which is 4. So this is 24. Next one, we have D, C, C. So D is 500. C is 100. We have two of them, which is 2. So 500 and 200 is 700. Then X is 10. Then I have IX. It's just like 110, which means this is minus. 10 minus 1 is 9. 7. So 719. Next one, MM by V. So M is 1000. Both of them will be 2000. Then IV 15, which means 5 minus 1 is 4. So this is 2004. Last one, we have M, which is 1000. And then they go back to C, 500. But again, they go up to 1000. Sorry, C is 100 again. C is 100, M is 1000. So this is 1000 minus 100, which makes 900. So 1900. Now we have L, which is 50. And after that, there is 310. 50 and 30 is 80. Then we have double I, which is 2. 1982. So you don't have to memorize the table. It will be given, but you need to understand how to use it. And especially for 4 and 9, whenever you see digit 4 or digit 9, you should directly think of subtraction. Now, question number 9. Answer the following questions using the table below. So we have here town, 3 different towns, A, B, C. Then we have male and female. We have the numbers. So they are trying to count the population in each town. Now, first question says, what's the number of population in town A? They ask for the population, which means both male and female. So we need to add these two values together. If we need to add them, we can write them vertically also if we need, so we don't make a mistake. Let me write them vertically. 121,573. And then 95,620. So just like this. Now we add them 3, 9, 11. So 1 we carry 1. 5 and 2 will be 7. 2 and 9, 11. 1 we carry 1. It's 2. So the answer is 217,193. This is the answer. So this is the number of population. Then, what's the total number of male? Total number of male. Okay. So they are asking about this column this time. How can I find the answer? We add all of these. Let's add them vertically. 0, 2, and 4 is 6. 8 and 2 is 10. Plus 9 is 19. 9, we carry 1. 6 and 6, 12. And then we have 1 here, 13. 1 here is 14. 4, we carry 1. 9, and the one that we carry is 10. Then plus 6, 16. Plus 5, 21. 1, we carry 2. Now the last one, we have 7 plus 3 is 10. 10 plus 9 is 19. Plus 2 is 21. So the number of males is 211,496. Was the unit male. Now, question C. Is there any town that has number of female more than males? And then what's the difference? They said females more than male. So we compare, and town A is correct. Town B is also correct. What about town C? No, it's not. Town C, we have the male 39,000, females 36,000. So they said, is there any town that has number female more? We said there's A and B. Then we need to find the difference. So let's choose one of them. Let's choose B, for example. We need to find the difference. As we said, the difference, we should use subtraction. So we will do. We start from the highest value. 81,950 minus 76,192. Now we write the answer. So 0 minus 2, we can't. We borrow this 5 will be 4. The 0 will be 10. 10 minus 2 is 8. 4 minus 9, we can't. This 9 will be 8. The 4 will be 14. 14 minus 9 is 5. Then 8 minus 1 is 7. Then 1 minus 6 we can't. So 8 will be 7. 1 will be 11. 11 minus 6 is also 5. Last one, 7 minus 7, 0. Cancel. So what's the difference? 5,758 females more than male in town A. Or sorry, in town B. We did town B. We can also do it for town A. Now, question 10. Answer these questions. There are 98 pencils in each box. How many pencils are in 3 boxes? So here you need to be careful. They said in each. So each box must have 98 pencils. Now, how many boxes do we have? They said we have 3. So in which operation should I use? Multiplication. So 98 times 3. So we multiply 8 times 3. is 24. We write 4, we carry 2 up. Then 3 times 9 is 27, and 2 that we carry will be 29. Then we have to write the unit. They said how many? Pencils. So the answer is pencils. Now part B. They said there are 7 oranges in each box. How many oranges are there in 68 boxes? So again, there's 7 in one box. How many oranges are in 68 boxes? So we have to multiply again. So 68 boxes. And each one of them includes 7. So 8 times 7, 56. We write 6. We carry 5. Now 7 times 6 is 42. And 5, 47. Don't forget the unit. We read the question. It says how many oranges? So the unit is oranges. 476 oranges. Okay. Now, question C, it says each card costs $3. How much do 44 cards cost? So we do 44 times the 3. 4 times the 3 is 12. 2, we carry 1. 4 times the 3 is 12. And 1, it's 132. Again, the unit, they said, how much do 44 cards cost? So $132. Now, the school is planning for a field trip. There are 240 students and 12 seats in each school bus. 240 students, we need to divide them into buses, and each bus has the capacity of 12. Now they said, how many buses are needed to take the trip? So here I'm distributing students to buses. So I'm doing division. So we say 240 divided by 12. For some of you will use the long division to solve it. Some of them they will make it mentally. Okay? 240 divided by 12. Now that 0 we ignore it. Ignore it. Keep it till the end. Can I divide 24 by 12? Yes. What's the answer? 24 divided by 12 is 2. Now bring that 0 that you ignored to the answer. So it's 20. So they said how many buses we need? We need 20 buses. Last question. There are 360 oranges. We need to distribute them. Again, here we're doing distribution. So from this word, I understand that it's division. 360, we need to distribute them equally using 6 boxes. How many we will have in each box? So 360 divided by 6, because each box it has 6. It can include 6. So now when I need to divide by 6, again, it's a very big number. Forget about the 0. We'll add it at the end. 36 divided by 6 is 6. Now let's add the 0. 60. So how many boxes needed? 60. So we say 60 boxes. Then, last question. Find the common factors of each pair, then circle the common ones. So, common factor has 2 different ways to understand it. Common factor is we write all the numbers that divide the value. For example, the first value we have 20. So what are all the values that we can divide it by 20? Or if it's divisible by it. So, or we have another way. We say, what two numbers if I multiply them? So let's think of multiplication. So what two values if I multiply them, I will get 20. So I will do it in two different ways, okay? You can choose the one that you like. Let me do it on the right-hand side using the multiplication way, but then normally I will write it just in a row. Now 20, what is 20? It's 1 times 20. Then we need to check division so you can know if you can multiply or not. So can I divide 20 by 2? Yes. So now it means I should write 2. 2 times what to get 20? It's 2 times 10. So now, till now, all of these are the factors of 20. Now, can I divide 20 by 3? No. Can I divide 20 by 4? Yes. What is it? It's 4 times 5. Then, can I divide 20 by 5? Yes. What's the answer? It's already written. It's 4 times 5. So we stop. These are the factors of 20. Now, we write it normally in class. We write it in this way. So we start with 1. 1 times 20 is 20. Then we put comma. Then can I divide by 2? Yes. It's 2 times 10. Can I divide by 3? No. Can I divide by 4? Yes. It's 4, comma, 5. So what are the factors of 20? 1, 2, 4, 5, 10, 20. So this is the common factors. Sorry, this is the factors of 20. Now we need to find the factors of 45 to circle the common factors. Now 45, what is it? It's 1 times 45. Then can I divide by 2? No. Can I divide by 3? Yes. How do we check divide by 3? Let's take 45 as an example. If you need to check if you can divide by 3 or not, add the digits of any value. Just add the digits. So don't say 45. Say 4 plus 5, which is equal to 10. Sorry, 9. Is 9 a multiple of 3? Yes, it is. Means that I can divide here by 3. So 3 times what to get a 45? Or 45 divided by 3, what is it? It's 15. Then can I divide by 4? No. Can I divide by 5? Yes, of course, because the first digit is 5. So 5 times 9 is 45. Then we check 6. No, we can't. Check 7. We can't. 8 and then 9. So 9 is already written. Now let's circle the common factors. 1, 1. Then 5, 5. Do we still have more? No. So these are the common factors. Normally, in such a question, we are interested is with the highest common factor, which is 5. But here we will not do it. We will only just write the factors and circle the common ones. Now let's do it for 30. For 30, it's 1 times 30. Then 2 times 15. Then 3 times 10. Can I divide by 4? No. Can I divide by 5? Yes. Which is 5 times 6. Then can I divide by 6? I already have it. So we stop here. Now let's make it to 40. 1 times 40 is 40. 2 times 20 is 20. So it is 40. Then can I divide by 3? Let's try. 4 plus 0 is 4. No, we cannot divide by 3. Can I divide by 4? Of course. It's 4 times 10. Can we divide by 5? Yes. 5 times 8. Can we divide by 6? No. 7? No. So that's it. 1, 2, 4, 5, 8, 10, 20, 40. Now let's circle the common factors. 1 is always common for all the values. We have 2. We have 5. We have 10. That's it. So 10 is the highest common factor. Now for 16, again 1, 16. 2 divided by 16 divided by 2 is 8. Can I divide by 3? Let's check. 6 plus 1, 7. No, we can divide by 3. Can I divide by 4? Yes. What is it? It's 4 times 4. We write it only once. 1, 2, 4, 8, 16. Okay. 36, what is it? It's 1 times 36. Then it's 2 times 18. Then can I divide by 3? Let's check. 3 plus 6, 9. So yes, we can divide by 3. 3 and 12. 12 times 3 is 36. Then can we divide by 4? How do we check? We divide by 2 times. So we said 36 divided by 2 is 18. Now 18 divided by 2 is 9. So we divide by 4. What is it? It's 9. And then 5 I can't. 6? Yes, of course. Because 6 times 6 is 36. Now we circle the common ones. 1 and 1. 2 and 2 here. We have 4 in common. 8, 16. 8, 16 we don't have. So 4 is the highest common factor. Now 18 and 24, last two. 1 times 18. Then divide by 2. 2 times 9. Then 3 times 6. And divide by 4, no. 5, no. 6. We already have it. 6 times 3. So we stop. Now 24. 1 times 24. Then 2 times 12. Then can I divide by 3? Let's check. 2 plus 4, 6. 6 is multiple of 3. So yes, we can divide by 3. 3 times 8 is 24. And divide by 4? Yes. 4 times 6. And then 7, we can't. 8, we already have it. Let's circle the common ones. Always 1 and 1. 2 and 2. 3 together. 6 together. That's it. So the highest common factor is 6. So hope you get the benefit from the worksheet. If you have any question, please ask me. Study hard and good luck.